But let me go back to one thing that she says, which is going to be important, is that she basically has taken this opportunity to blame men for the position that they're in. And the fact that she's young shows that she don't know what she's talking about. Even this woman right here knows what happened. Right here.
Up so high with men, because there are a lot of men who are pro-choice too. It's just what we've done to men for the past 15 plus years in this country.
Even this woman, this is Megyn Kelly. For the past 15 years, what we've done to men in this country should be going down in history as the basically the whole country has kicked men while they were down. Made men into utilities. Made men accept relationships even when they have no leverage. Made them accept partnerships. Completely changed every dynamic of the relationship marketplace. Women now cheat more than men. Proven. I've proven it several times. And they probably have always cheated more than men, but now we have evidence of women cheating more than men. Women having social media and relationships. Women having marriages and OnlyFans. Women are out here selling pussy on the World Wide Web, on Al Gore's internet. Married women, single women. They've done everything to change the relationship dynamics, kicked men while they were down, basically enforced and reinforced hypergamy and the 80-20 rule right in front of our fucking face. They've hidden the fact that they're running around here with massive bodies and body counts. All right. They've taken away the meaning of the body count. They've disenfranchised men, basically called men toxic because they displayed any versions of masculinity, tried to silence and demonetize a group of men that are representing the manosphere. Every single one of us has faced in censorship and all across the board from the liberal women who don't want to hear men. They basically said, if you vote for Trump and you're a black man, you're ignorant. They've had DEI highly benefit everybody but cisgender straight American men, certainly have disenfranchised white men across the board and silenced them for just about everything. And Trump is the only one speaking up. They've had affirmative action. The Duke shooters and the Pooter intruders are just sailing past American heterosexual men. There's a crisis of masculinity. There's so-called the loneliness principle. Men have dropped out. They had a whole movement or a philosophy called MGTOW, right? Where men have dropped out of the dating marketplace. The online dating marketplace is extremely skewed. Women have berated men online, displayed toxic misandry, and getting rewarded and benefited. They had a whole movement called Sprinkle Sprinkle. We got an open highway expressway 304 of women being 304s talking about we just want to share thirst traps, booty pictures, titty pictures, fake breastfeeding pictures where they don't even have a real baby. They have a doll and they titties out on the internet. I mean, STDs running rampant in Houston and in many territories. OnlyFans, seeking arrangements, Snapchat premium. We had the Me Too movement. Jailed every man they could possibly think of or attempted to. I mean, what the hell is she talking about? Now she comes over to me, which I am a reaction to all of those things. I'm just a reaction. The men in the sphere, Aaron Clary, we're just reactions to what happened in the past 15 years that this woman has talked about. We're just a reaction to it. And now it's our fault.
It is all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's
It's our fault that we woke men up from being beta males and we picked men up from the damn gutter after they got divorced, grape the kingdom come. It's our fault that we're a place for divorced men to come to recover from their divorce and find out there is life after divorce. It's our fault that men are getting put in jail for bad child support over a vindictive woman who lost a relationship, not because he couldn't take care of his child and his child support payments were $1,500 and he couldn't afford it. He went to jail, and we're a place for those men to come because there's no one else dealing with this subject matter. It's our fault that men are losing hope. It's our fault that women are out here monetized right in front of us and you can't get to them unless you got a couple $100. It's our fault that the divorce rate The marital rate is plummeting. It's our fault that women have to go to work. They are no longer going to be the women that you can get and love you. They're loving you for your utility, putting you seventh in priority in their life, despite the fact that you're providing for them hand over fist. It's our fault. We started this. We're making it hopeless for them. Where? I'm just a reaction to what this woman said is existing for men. Kick men while they were down. They're trying to vote a woman in to further kill further men in the womb.
Men who are pro-choice too. It's just what we've done to men for the past 15 plus years in this country. I just think that men, and this isn't racial. It's white, black, Hispanic. Men are sick and tired. It's not just of being kicked around. Men can take being kicked around, of being told you're nothing. It's not.
Yeah. So the funny thing is, even men in a relationship are told they're nothing. You have men in relationships, their wife and girlfriend are texting other men. You have men in relationships where you're treating her and she's like, well, I don't know. I kind of want some excitement out here. And we're the ones creating the no hope. How is that possible? My question is this, and this is something that I've said. I said hope is not a strategy. Men don't need hope. They need to be hit over the head with reality. And I do this every day. And I provide evidence. Not just one video, not just some video of some strag. I give you video evidence, and I don't just pick on black women. I show you that a lot of women are capable of this. She's just basically saying, if a man's in a relationship, he's fine. He's safe. He's good. But that's not true. That's not true at all. And I wake up the men to the reality of that ain't true. Just because you got a girlfriend don't mean you're safe. How many of you had girlfriends last year? Okay. How many of you guys, let's just be honest. This woman said 61% of men have. How many of y'all had a girlfriend last year or 2 years ago? Where's she at now? Where's she at now? That's my reality. And if she's not there, was it a toxic breakup? More than likely something happened that forced you to find me. Just because you're in a relationship don't mean shit to me. All right. And I don't want people to break up at all. But everybody looks at your resume. I don't care if you're a supporter of me or not. Look at your resume. Almost all your relationships have failed. Almost all of them. That ain't no reach at all. That's not a reach. That's a reality. So where do I tell you to go? I give you options, which she had none. Oh, these guys need hope. No, they don't. They need a reality check. Men need a reality check because they're dumping all of their hope in the women. But these women, you're not their priority. And that's a fact. That's a fact. And that's where men need the reality check. Men are getting with women like they were getting with them in the 90s, hoping that you will be priority one with that woman, and you ain't. That's a fact. Not even your wife. Not even your wife. So that's what hurts men. Not CGA's Manosphere page. You get with women today, you are priority 7 for a fact. You come behind her career, her whatever career she got, which is not a career, it's a series of jobs. It's just a series of jobs, and you come behind that. Bitch don't even got a job. You come behind that. Right? You come behind that. And she ain't even got a stable job. Right? You come last to that. Oh, I gotta look for jobs. I got a job interview. You dead last to that. This is a reality. If she has children by another man, you behind that. We come as a package. What should they call it? We come as a package. I don't even know what they call it. Then if she got a pet, you behind that. If she has multiple pets, you behind that. You behind her brunch girl sisters, her sorority sisters. You behind her motherfucking Netflix binging, her social media. You literally are the elf on the shelf. If she has kids by you, you behind them. Package deal, that's what they call it. Bitch, yep, she delivered DoorDash. You behind DoorDash. Like, so. And then when it comes to sex, it's just, I'll give you some when I feel like it. This is more likely the reality than the fantasy that she's portraying. I'm telling you, that's what you're going to deal with. And most people here have dealt with exactly that. He says you behind her sex toys, you behind her Amazon, you behind all of that. And what hurts men is that it's the reality. You could be paying the rent, supporting, you can be in a partnership, and you motherfucking 7th on the list of importance. Just ask her. Just ask her. So you guys get into relationships and settle for 7th place. And if you want to prove me wrong, I want you to go up to your wife right now or your girlfriend. If she's sitting there watching you, she's listening to you. She's listening to CGA steaming. I want you to go behind her. And by the way, this also proves, I'm going to tell you something else that proves that you're not important to her as you might believe. Go up to her right now. Lick your hand like this and grab her ass cheeks. Grab her ass. Just walk up, pow, and grip her ass cheeks and ball it up, cuff it up like this. Just spank the shit out of her ass. I want everybody to do this. Now, tell me what happens next. Tell me what happens next. Just grip her ass, and when you do it, say, "Dis mine." Dis mine. Whatever she wearing. She can wear them booty shorts, her corporate outfit, and then grab her titties from behind. This got to be your wife, though, or your girlfriend. You got to be living with her. Don't do it to somebody that ain't your girl. And then get behind her and cuff her shit up like this and say, "Dis mine too." Do it. See what happens. I guarantee you 75% of y'all ain't making it out. Y'all ain't going to make it out. 75% of y'all cooked. Here's another one. Wait for her to put all her makeup and shit on. All right. Wait for her to put all her makeup and hair right before she leave the house and say, "Come here." And then cuff her right here. Get her by the small of her back and pull her in close to you. And then give her a fucking French kiss. Just smack her face up. I guarantee you she gonna throw a fit. She gonna go crazy. Why? Because her makeup is more important than you. Her makeup is more important than you. She gonna say, "You done kissed all my lipstick off and all my concealer and foundation and all that shit. You done messed up my hair." And she gonna be like, "Ugh." That shows you ain't that important. She gonna just give you a little peck. She don't want to mess up her lipstick, her lip glop. She don't want to do it. She don't want to mess up her hair. She don't want to mess up her fucking outfit. Now, that shows you who's important. What's important? The people at her work, her boss, her clients, and all that shit. That's way more important to you at that moment. Okay? Yep, you messed up my makeup. Now, the last part of this in level of importance, how does she look when she goes outside? How does she look when she shows up on TikTok versus how does she look when she's sitting next to you? Think about this. How does she look on TikTok? How does she look going to the gym? How does she look going to work? How does she look when she shows up on YouTube? How does she look going on the girls' nights out? How does she look going to brunch versus when she sits with you for 15 hours on Saturday with her peace leaves stanking? How does she look? Now you tell me who's important to her. But this person right here, who is exactly who I'm talking about, She wouldn't let her husband come and mack her lips right now because she got to record a video because the world's more important than him. But of course, I'm supposed to give you hope. I'm supposed to be giving you hope. That ain't my job. I'm telling men hope is not a strategy. I only tell you what's real and what's the undeniable truth. Whether you're a man or a woman, if you don't like it, you better learn to love it because this is real. I'm not here to give you hope. Men need reality. All right, that's what they need. All right, let me see if I can find one more video because I did want to share it. And I do have crime and law. Do we have time? I do have time for crime and law. Let me see if I can find this video. The relationship marketplace has been changed by women. All the rules have been changed by women. They have something called Briefolds law where they basically admit, and we admit, that women change the rules. Men follow. What's happening is men are not following anymore. They like, man, fuck this shit. All right, I don't know what to do. All right, I don't have the video. I thought I had it queued up. And so men ain't following no more. Now it's all men's fault. I did find the video. It's men's fault. We ain't following no more. We listening to the CGA. And by the way, I haven't told a lot yet. How does she look when she's texting the other guy she's texting? How does she look when she wants to go out and meet a Chad? Versus how does she look when she's sitting there with you? She looks like garbage. Warm, hot trash. All right, sitting next to you. She ain't shaved her legs. She got a mustache, a menopausal mustache on her lips. We've all lived this life. This is a reality. But, of course, this is a woman that says right here, what happened to her is she can't even live her reality. She's lost hope.
I would love to be a stay-at-home mom. I would love to be a homemaker and a wife. I would love to be able to live on a homestead and go milk my cow and take the eggs out of the chicken coop and have one baby in the belly and on my hip and another toddler coming behind me. That's like my dream, but I can't fucking do that because the way the economy is set up is I'm forced to work. I'm forced to get an education, a higher education, a college degree in order to make enough money that I can be financially independent and afford my own home or my own rent or my own gas or my own groceries, my own insurance. And it's extremely difficult to do that. And it's very isolating as a woman when you have to do all of that all on your own and you can't find somebody that you can outsource some of those chores and financial responsibilities like
wow. Like what?
You would with a spouse.
Jesus. All right, shout out to this woman here. Wow. Okay. All right, but this is where women are. They have a tough decision. So for men, just know the traditional woman is gone.